Good afternoon and welcome to Don Rue Field here at the Franklin Athletic Complex at Lewiston High School for today's matchup between the Mount Blue Cougars and the Lewiston Blue Devils. I'm here. This is Galen Dalrymple, and I'm here with my good friend Gerald Haynes, and we'll be bringing you today's matchup between the Class A Lewiston and Class B Cougars. Gerald, Lewiston is facing a little bit of controversy to start this game. The coach abruptly resigned on Thursday. The new head coach is Justin Bisson. What do you think we can expect today from the Lewiston Blue Devils?
You know, I believe that the interim coach will probably smartly stick with their game plan and stick with their bread and butter plays. I mean, if I was put in that situation, I guess I would have to do the same thing. They did get an extra day to prepare. You know, obviously, all the rain last night, they got pushed off, till today, which is a beautiful day here in Lewiston.
It is a beautiful day, and looking at the Cougars coming off a 2-week hiatus thanks to COVID, what can we expect from them today?
Well, as I look across the field, I see Mason Biello is in civvies and a few other players, Evan Sterling, Caleb Hutchinson. But I think Mount Blue is going to try to air it out.
Yep, I think they're going to be hungry. I think coaches probably made some adjustments, and the students who were not quarantined due to COVID have been out there working out, and they should be hungry. They should be ready to go.
I'm excited to see some of the improvements from that 2-week ago performance. There's a few people like, for instance, Evan Downing. I really can't wait to see what he's going to do on that defensive line.
Yep.
You know, he started very well out there a couple weeks ago, and we'll see how that's going to play forward.
And we're going to take a moment for the national anthem. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to today's contest. It's good we're back on the field again, watching football, and I'm kind of interested. I watched some film on Lewiston. I saw kind of what they do. They'll go shotgun. They'll go under center. The quarterback, number 17, Cameron Karen. From what I saw in film, he's an athlete, and he's going to be one to watch today.
Yeah, watch him during his warm-ups there. You can definitely tell he's been on the football field for a while.
Yeah, he's no newcomer. Mount Blue, of course, will be led by senior captain Hazen Foster, who hopefully will have a bounce-back day today. Not that he played poorly against Lawrence, but being the athlete and the competitor he is, I'm sure he's going to want to change things up and have a little better outcome today.
Yeah, he's kind of an anchor for that offensive line, and I think, a lot of it's going to have to go through him. It's time for him to, stand up and be the senior that we know he can be.
Right.
He can be a dominant player.
Yeah, he's gonna have to be that leader today. Where, Jaden Meter, whose mom Terry Parker's today's her birthday. Happy birthday, Terry! And Jaden he's ready to go. I saw him this week in school, and I know he's looking forward to today's contest. And Mount Blue, of course, is young, but
deferred.
Mount Blue will be receiving the kick. They are a young squad. We said that, but each week we can't say that because they should have more experience.
Yep.
Unfortunately, this is their second contest of the season.
And they look like they're definitely fired up. Fired up on a nice Saturday. We didn't really catch that real quick, but I'd say that Lewiston did win the toss and they deferred in the second half.
A lot of teams do that today, a la Bill Belichick. They want to go on defense first so they can score at the end of the half and get the ball after the half.
Everyone likes that ball to start the second half.
It is a little bit of a pick-me-up, especially if you had a good end to your first half. You come out, you get the ball, and hopefully get things started in the second half. Okay. Cougars going out. Isaac Wrigley looks to be going deep for the Cougars. And they're going to line up in a 6-2-2-1 return scheme.
Yeah, it looks like they like the six blockers up front.
Abdrazak Abukar is going to kick off for the Blue Devils. The Blue Devils have had a little bit of a tough start to their season, too. They played some Class A heavyweights, and it's been a little bit of a rough start for them. So here we go.
Curious how they're going to... Oh. There was a shipment offsides.
Abukar appeared to be going for the onside kick to catch the Cougars off guard, but whoever was right beside the kicker looked like he
was anxious.
Got a little ahead of the play, so he's going to line it up again.
Looks like the new regime in Lewiston ain't afraid to take some chances to start right off.
No. And they will back them up 5 yards after that offside. A lot of people don't realize that, but you can be offside on a kickoff. You have to stay behind the kicker. You can't run in front of him before he kicks the ball. So,
well, I believe it didn't look like Mount Blue was prepared for that.
No, Lewiston recovered it. I don't know if it went 10 yards, but Lewiston did recover that. So now we're going to kick. This time he's going to kick it off deep.
Kind of a squib.
It's caught by the up man, and he goes down.
Downing.
Evan Downing scooped that up and lost his footing before he ever got going.
We call that the turf monster.
The turf monster. That blind grass player got him. But, the field looks really good despite all the rain.
It does look good.
Field here at Rue Field looks excellent.
You got Dipner in the backfield. Looks like they got Blovelt starting up that right tackle. I know against Lawrence they changed up that right tackle a lot. And maybe Blovelt's won the job.
They're going to line up in the gun motion, and they're going to hand it off to Romanishin. He comes left and brought down on a beautiful tackle. Dylan Allen for Lewiston. And Dylan Allen made a nice tackle right around the legs before Romanishin got in that backfield. The play looked good coming. He had a hole, but it closed quickly.
The hole closed very quickly. Plus 71 was in there too, Joe Doobie.
Oh, and
Mount Blue got called for a chop block.
Mount Blue got called for. I did not see the chop block. A chop block is when one player is engaged and another player blocks low. That's just safety for the players, right? Jaden Meter comes up to the line, makes some adjustments. Starts calling the signals, and it's going to be up the middle to Dipner. Dipner on a spin move. Gains about 3.
Hole is there again. He made it through the original hole, and then it closed on him quick.
Yeah, those linebackers appear to be
fast.
Very fast. They're coming in. Jaden Maynard for Lewiston closed that hole pretty quickly. Cameron Karen, the quarterback on offense, looks like he can play a little defense too.
Absolutely.
So we got second down and about 20 for the Cougars. About make it 22.
Trips right.
And the pass attempt from Meter to Walsh falls incomplete.
Pretty uncharacteristic of Brody Walsh. He's usually pretty sure-handed.
He typically has pretty good hands, though. I'm not sure how far he would have gone. Donovan Jackson was right there with him, so he'd have had to do some juke moves to get out of there.
But a swing pass, start the game, try to get a little confidence going for your quarterback.
Right, and they're going to come out again in trips right. Dipner in the backfield with Meter.
You got Wrigley over here on it by himself. He's got wheels. A lot of pressure.
Pass is complete to
number 12, Chase Ranger.
Chase Ranger on that reception from Meter. Made the catch. It will be short. Cougars going to bring up 4th and 13. I suspect we're going to see a punt here. Meter rolled away from that pretty well. Kept his eyes downfield. Found a receiver. There was a lot to take out of that play that was pretty positive, really.
There was.
Take that penalty for the chop block out, and that was a first down. So Jackson back deep for the Blue Devils. A heck of a kick. Jackson cuts back against the grain. And
not sure what was going on there.
Yeah, I think we had an inadvertent whistle. I never saw Jackson put a knee down. I'm not sure. I think he put his hand down, but I never saw his hand go down, Coach.
No, I didn't either. I will say that was a pretty good kick that Meter got off.
It was a really good kick.
Yeah, snap was a little high.
And the Cougars were the benefit of that little errant whistle because Mr. Jackson seemed like he was a pretty shifty runner.
Let's see what Mount Blue's defense has to offer on this.
Karen brings it up. He's got Jackson in the backfield with him. They're in the spread. There's a direct snap to Jackson. He's looking for a hole. And he's going to be – he did a lot of running but didn't go very far. Hazen Foster on the tackle for the Cougars.
He almost got caught in the backfield.
The Cougars were all around him.
Yeah. He's shifty.
He is a very shifty runner.
You can see he's going to be hard to tackle. They're going to have to make sure they put a helmet on the numbers.
Yeah, he's one you can't give a second and third chance to. So, and it looks like they must have done a switch. All the video I watched had Karen at quarterback, and now I'm seeing Jackson at quarterback. This is pretty good. You got your...
Yeah, they've got him listed as a wide receiver and cornerback.
Right.
Now they got both.
They got them both in the backfield, but it looks like Karen is lining up as the running back. And he's
moving the pocket.
Pass is complete to number 1, Ethan Campbell. Jackson's pass to Campbell brought down by Hayden Dipner. And that was just a simple out, Coach.
Yeah.
You know, he's
Dipner closed the gap pretty quick.
Yeah, the advantage of having a young man like Jackson as your quarterback,
You can roll him.
He can roll him, and he's always had that run-pass option. So right there, he had an open receiver, so he took the easy 11 yards. Once again, Jackson in the backfield with Karen to his left. And Mount Blue's going to get called for encroachment. Hazen Foster appeared to line up across the ball. Yeah, I could see that right away. Hazen had lined up across the ball. He's excited. He's ready to go. You gotta You got to stop and just take a moment and look down that line to make sure you're not across it.
Don't be afraid to look at the ref. Quick swing pass.
Pass is complete to Eli Bigelow, and he's still going, and he's going to be driven out of bounds by Romanishin. That was just a quick bubble screen there, and he found some running room.
The space that Mount Blue, the Mount Blue gave him. Just quick swing pass.
Right. So Jackson, even though he hasn't been playing quarterback all season, maybe they saw something and made this change. So.
Yeah, Chase Ranger out there on that swing pass. And Lewiston got out there and did some good blocking. One block and on Dipner. And they were...
Okay, a little different look with two in the backfield. Looks like they've got a fullback going to lead the play. And that's going to be bad snap. Jackson had to eat it.
Ben Nicholas come flying in. He was sniffing it. He was going for the ball.
Ben Nicholas came in like a rocket shot. He saw that immediately and reacted. I bet he's excited to be on the field.
Yes,
this is his first playing time this year.
Yeah. Jackson smartly just jumped on the ball.
Sometimes when those things happen, you're better off just
reset the clock.
Reset it. They've got a drive going here. No sense trying to do something fancy and blowing it up. Here we go. We get that fullback in the backfield again.
Rolling.
I actually think Jackson wanted to run an option there.
It looked like it was going to be an option, but
he had Karen trailing him at the option angle. He took the ball. I suspect this might be what we're going to see a lot of until the Cougars show that they can stop it. Because right now it looks like Donovan Jackson is going to run the ball left and right and throw it if you come up to stop him.
Wilson's got Twins left.
Karen, he's just going to follow Karen up the middle. Donovan Jackson just followed Karen up the middle.
There was a huge hole there.
Just an enormous hole, and Karen is a big kid, and Jackson just followed him right through the line. We got an official's timeout on the field right now. I'm not sure what they're doing. I think they're sending a trainer over to the Mount Blue side.
Not sure. I guess.
I'm not sure who's sitting over there. There's a Mount Blue player that's down. Jackson in the backfield. And he's going to hand the ball to Karen. Karen has a huge hole. Carrying defenders. Jaden Meter brings him down, but not until he gets to about the 5-yard line.
Yeah, that looked like that was going to be an option read.
Lewiston's going to have it first and goal from the 5. So the coaches of Lewiston are playing this really smartly. Donovan Jackson's running the ball, so the defense is looking at him, and then they hand off to Karen.
And he's a big running back.
He is a big running back. And he's got some wheels that we saw in that play right there. Jackson rolling. He's got a receiver wide open in the end zone. Touchdown.
He had the option to run that in.
Eli Bigelow on that reception. That was a pretty good looking pass. The coverage was there. Chase Ranger was on it, but just slightly behind Bigelow, and the throw was perfect. So,
and that snap was a little low. Jackson did a good job scooping that up.
Abukar kick is no good. So we got 5:31 to go in the first quarter. Both teams have had possessions. Lewiston scores on theirs. We are here at Rue Field in Lewiston, and the Blue Devils, lead the Cougars 6-0.
Yeah, I think Mount Blue's last possession, they would have been a little more profitable without that one penalty that set them. Well, that's a 15-yard penalty.
Right.
Set them deep in the hole.
Penalties, they really hurt you. And for a young team like Mount Blue, who's still getting their feet underneath them, things like that. That's a drive stopper, and Lewiston made them pay. They took the ball down the field and put it in the end zone. One thing I saw in that, Lewiston is there's no spread between their offensive linemen. Did you see that? Maybe a 6-inch spread foot to foot. So they're packing it in tight, and that kind of tells you what they're going to do. They're saying, we're going to run the football.
Tight end is right in tight. And again, head coach has resigned, and stick with your bread and butter.
Right.
Stick with
exactly.
The basic. Isaac Wrigley.
Isaac Wrigley back deep. Abakar's kick, and they're staying away from Wrigley.
There's the hole.
Steven Galkowski on the carry, on the return for the Cougars. He gets it out to about the 36-yard line. Cougars will have some decent field position to start this drive. It appears that they watched some films and really don't want Mr. Wrigley to return the ball.
Mr. Wrigley is a ball player.
They're kicking, both of their kickoffs have gone to the up men rather than go deep.
Kind of a squib. Dipner's in the backfield.
Jaden Meters in the shotgun. Dipner's to his right. Jaden Meter on the keeper. He saw that middle open up, and he just came up.
Yeah, that Jeffrey Randall, he blitzed. Lewiston blitzed on that one.
Yeah, the middle of the field opened right up. Jaden saw that, made a quick decision, brought the ball down. I'd like to see him tuck it away. He was kind of carrying it, in a single hand there. But I'd like to see him tuck that away. The keeper, Meter on the keeper this time. Lewiston was looking for that. And a loss of 2 is going to bring up 3rd and 6 for the Cougars. Boy, those linebackers came up quick. Jaden Maynard for the Blue Devils. He sniffed that out right away, came quick up, and he laid a pretty good lick on Jaden Meter. Meter comes up. He's got trips to the right. He's got Isaac Wrigley wide left. Dipner in the backfield with him. There's the bubble screen. He's going to get the first down and more. Chase Ranger on the bubble screen. Gain of about 11. Cougars will have a first down. And that's what we were talking about on that last drive. You take that penalty out, and those little bubble screens that pick you up 8 or 10 yards, you got a first down.
Yeah, Lewiston's blitzing every play. That was a good call to the outside.
Yep.
Meter turn, set his hips, throw a nice ball.
Yep. And when they blitz up the middle like that, as long as your offensive linemen all step to that inside, it's going to give you a quarterback. If he can get that ball out of his hand quickly, it's going to give that quarterback time. And Mount Blue just got another gift with an offside call against Lewiston. Looked like the left end. I can't quite see that number over there.
I thought nose guard went too.
I think they might have been both of them. Of course, it's hard to see where that ball is. So Meter again.
Right down the middle. Good read.
Nice read option there. He really he slid with Dipner until he saw that hole open and then shot right up the middle. Jaden Meter, nice, nice vision on that. Saw what was happening in front of him, saw the hole open, and brought it back and took off. And that time he tucked it away.
A good play call downhill. Lewiston's coming through hard. And,
right.
Letting them get through that first wave. And, Meter slid right downhill. Very well, very nice.
Okay, we got twins on both sides. And here comes Lewiston again. And wide open to Wrigley. Nice catch from Wrigley. Boy, down. He puts his hands up and gives the quarterback a target.
Nice target.
And just makes a nice soft catch.
And you can see the confidence in Meter when he's throwing to Wrigley.
Yep.
Meter never hesitated. You see him, threw it.
And actually, it looked like both receivers were open. Chase Ranger was to the inside, maybe on a slant, and Wrigley was either doing a skinny post, but they were both open. Lewiston looked like they dropped right off on that one, expecting a deep ball. We got trips to the right. There's a pass across the middle to Brody Walsh, and nice catch. We have a first down.
Yeah,
there's a flag down on the field, and it's toward the where the offensive line was. I don't know if we have a holding or what we have.
Lewiston is bringing the heat.
Yeah, we got holding against the Cougars. So once again, there's that penalty, and first down. It would have been first and goal for the Cougars. Instead, it's going to be 2nd and 20.
Mount Blue's getting in a good rhythm. Line just has to hold it together a little bit.
Yeah.
Get some chip blocking in there. Good rhythm. He's getting the ball out quick reads. And, with Lewiston blitzing like that, it does open them lanes up for
That's right.
A young quarterback like Meter to see and throw.
And with those linebackers blitzing like that, those slants, they're going to be there all day. Okay, this time we got trips to the left. And there goes... That closed quickly.
Looked like they were a little slow in the backfield because
that one,
the guard pulled. It was there if he was on his hip.
He rode the option a little too long on that, the read option. Okay, it looks like we're going to have Wrigley and Charles Stevens to the left. Dipner and Walsh are going to be in the backfield. Chase Ranger is going to be wide right. There's the snap, the pitch to Dipner. Dipner gets around. He stays tough. He picked up a yard or two. It's going to bring up. It's going to be 3rd and 20.
Yeah, it looks like all Lewiston got through that time.
Yeah, whenever you're a defensive player, that sideline is your friend.
Oh, yes.
Just keep pushing them to the outside. If they want to run wide, just ride them to the sidelines, and it's just like another defender. Eventually, they're going to have to turn up field.
Mount Blue's having success going downhill when they're running. That sailed on him just a little bit.
Yeah, that was an attempted pass from Meter to Ranger, and that man Donovan Jackson was there and
right behind him, yeah,
knocked the ball away.
He was open.
Dipner was actually open on that little swing there, and he might have had a little success if they hit him in the flats and just let him operate in space. But hindsight's 20/20, Okay, we got Walsh and Stevens in the slots, Ranger and Wrigley to wide.
He was looking for Wrigley. There he is. Oh.
Pass attempted for Wrigley from Meter, knocked down by Donovan Jackson. It's going to bring up 4th down. From here, what are they going to do? Are we going to go for it?
No, that was
going to
down.
punt. That was 4th down. I'm sorry. Thank you for noticing that.
On downs.
So it's going to be Lewiston ball. Jackson is back in at quarterback.
Yeah, there was a small stint on that last play where Wrigley was open, I believe.
He was open. It would have been, I still think they might have been short of the first down there.
Just a little.
Jackson in it, quarterback. Karen to his left. The play is going to go left. And the option, ball is on the field. And ladies and gentlemen, when you run an option, that's what happens. The linebackers,
well defended.
The linebackers are taught to hit that quarterback when he goes out there like that.
Dipner put a lick down.
And Jackson got hit, and helmet came off. He's got to come out of the game. So
back in next play.
Luckily for the Blue Devils, Karen was able to recover the ball. And it looks like Lewiston's just going to let the quarter run out. So at the end of the first quarter, it is Lewiston 6 and Mount Blue nothing. But Mount Blue showed signs of life there. They had a nice drive, fizzled out again due to a penalty.
I'm seeing some improvements.
They are definitely, this is a much improved team over what we saw, 2 or 3 weeks now. Was it 2 weeks or 3 weeks now?
2 or 3.
And it does. But they are doing some things today that we didn't see. I'm seeing a little more aggressiveness from the running backs running the ball. Yep, running downhill. Jaden Meadow looks like he's throwing some good balls today. He's made a nice completion to Wrigley, one to Walsh, and then a Ranger, and then a couple have been dropped that should have been caught.
There was one that floated away from when Jackson was covering.
Yep.
But that's going to happen. That happens to NFL quarterbacks.
Correct. That's right.
Keep swinging.
And Lewiston looks like they're playing hard for their new coach. Donovan Jackson seems to be a spark plug change here at quarterback for them. And he adds that X factor because he is such a good runner. And whenever he rolls out, you have to be cognizant of the fact that he can run the ball. And he's thrown some nice balls. So it's just a dual threat.
In that one touchdown, he had the opportunity to run that in.
Oh, yeah.
Did a good job throwing to his teammate. The thing with that, the defense has to respect it going forward.
Right. And we have a new quarterback. Michael Click is now in for Lewiston. And he'll hand off to Karen, and he is going to be Evan Downing. He was breaking through the line a couple weeks ago against Lewiston. That time he found the guy with a ball and made a tremendous defensive play.
He got to the heels of the defenders and found the ball.
And he's so strong. Karen's a big running back, but once Downing got his hands on him, it was all over. He was going backwards. Beautiful play by Evan Downing. He is a senior captain. He's worked awful hard for this season too. He's lifted. He's ready to go. I talked to him the other day, and he's just he knew that he was missing tackles on Lewiston, and he wanted to get out here and get it done. So Jackson is back at quarterback. Karen is to his left, and we're going to run a swing pass to Karen. Karen steps out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4 for Lewiston. Yes.
He put his shoulder down. He was going for it. Let's see what Lewiston's going to do.
He is the type of runner that you're going to have to come in with some authority because I think we've mentioned it at least a couple times. He is a big kid, and he looks pretty strong. And
Lewiston's going to go for it.
Arm tackles are not going to cut it for him.
Not a lot of respect for Mount Blue's defense right now. I hope we have a good stop.
I suspect Jackson is probably going to roll out. There's the roll. And that is going to be just past the line. Complete to Ethan Campbell. And that one, the receiver was just in front of the defender. It was well defended. Wrigley was right there. made the hit as soon as he caught it, but that was a nice play for the Blue Devils.
Lewiston rolling that pocket out like that.
And that makes it hard because your outside linebacker's got to watch that quarterback. And so Wrigley was kind of out there on an island, just one-on-one with the receiver. Jet sweep handoff to Eli Bigelow, and
turned it up a little sooner than we're used to on a jet sweep. But
he wasn't wasting any time.
No.
I think he knows that Lewiston has a little bit of size advantage on that offensive line, and he was just going to follow the hog mollies and go upfield.
He's no small for either.
No, he's
6'1".
Yeah, he's a big boy himself.
And Lewiston still staying right in tight with their line.
Yep, they are. That line is not opening up. And I think, Jackson on the outside, and he is going to be chased out of bounds by Jaden Meter. Gain of 32 on the play. Lewiston's going to have a first down inside the Cougar red zone, about the 19-yard line. That was just a simple read, and Jackson took it the opposite way that he faked the handoff.
And Mount Blue's linebackers went away from where Jackson, and he read the linebackers quickly.
Lewiston's not making it easy, though. There was no guard pull on that or anything.
There was nothing.
So there was nobody to read. You just gotta watch that quarterback. And he's a shifty runner. That makes it really difficult to stay with him. Karen on the left, Jackson ready to take the snap. Oh, and a little bit of confusion there on the handoff, but Karen is in the open. One person to beat, and Jaden Meter brings him down. Gain of 17. Lewiston's going to have the ball inside the 5 at about the 3-yard line. Well, make it just inside the 4. And there was a lot of confusion on that, and I'm not sure what happened. It looked like the quarterback was expecting Karen to go in front of him, and he went behind him. But it worked out.
Yeah, they blocked down well.
And their linemen are attacking. They're attacking the defense right now. Jackson again and lining up in the shotgun. Karen's to his left. And I think he just felt the pressure and threw that one away. We'll reset and try it again.
Tyler Welch and Levi Tyler, they got through pretty quick on that.
Yeah, he was under a little bit of pressure, and he just, you know what? We'll just get rid of this one.
It looked like he wanted to just throw it up in that back end zone. And,
yeah.
Go ahead and challenge.
Ethan
Mr.
Campbell.
Wrigley.
Ethan Campbell, the receiver out there, actually turned to the inside. I don't know if he thought he was doing a flag and going to that outside post, but there was no one home out there. And that time, he took it up inside, and
Hazen Foster turned him in.
Ben Nicholas finished him off.
Gain of 1.
That was a nice tackle by Ben Nicholas.
It was.
He wrapped his arms and brought him right down. There was a gain of about a yard. Jackson's pretty crafty. He does that rollout, but he may be looking for receivers, but his eyes are looking for those openings in the line too. I'm really impressed with the way he's playing quarterback, the way he rolls, but he's always thinking about what he's going to do next. He's got contingency plans. Karen again lined up to the left of him, and this time he just keeps it. And the ball's loose.
Ball's out.
And Lewiston's going to have it. It was fumbled forward, and
About the 1 yard line.
the ball's going to be at about just inside the 1 yard line. It's 4th and goal.
That was Ben again, I believe, Nicholas.
And again, he was carrying the ball that time out away from his body.
And Ben is a pretty sure tackler.
Right.
Always has been.
Yes, he is. And when he was spinning around there, the ball just came flying out. 3 Mount Blue defenders were there, and the Blue Devil who recovered it was already laying on the ground. So very lucky bounce for the Blue Devils
Meter
there.
Almost had it. Oh.
Here we go. This time, Karen looks like he's going to take the snap, and he does take the direct snap, and he is not in.
He's not in.
He was stopped and did not make it in.
1 yard line.
Very stout play by Tyleek Blovelt, Hazen Foster in that interior line. They held and stopped them.
I was looking at the instant replay. Didn't catch
Yeah,
it.
and I don't know if you can hear it, folks, but there's a lot of yelling going on in the booth here. But we just watched the replay, and as you did, and he did not make it to the end zone. So great stop for the Cougars, and they'll be starting in their own, deep in their own end, but the score remains the same, which is the important part there.
99 yards to tie it up.
That's right. Here we go. Starts with a yard. And it looks like Jaden Meter got the defense to jump. It's going to give the Cougars a little breathing room.
Needed it. Good call. Way to use the weapons that you have. That's discipline.
Yep.
Discipline by Mount Blue.
And it looks like they're going to keep that double wing look now. Not double wing offense, but 2 wings on either side of Meter, Walsh and Dipner. Dipner's going to take the ball. He finds a little running room. He'll pick up about a yard. It's going to bring up 2nd and about 4.
He had that one jump cut. Got him that yard.
Dipner is shifty. Hayden Dipner is a great athlete, no question about it. He's a shifty runner. We just got to get him to do a little more north-south running.
Hit that hole.
Right. So again, we have Walsh and Dipner flanking Meter. Meter's going to keep it up the middle. He's going to get a first down and more. He's up the field, up outside the 20.
Very nice
Jaden
run
Meter.
Downhill.
And when he saw that hole that time, he turned on some jets.
Right. He got there before it closed.
Correct. There was no wasting time that time. Great run by Meter.
He took his read quick. Downhill. Dipner still in the backfield.
We knew I had him his freshman year, and, of course, I watched him coming up through, and I knew that Jaden Meter was going to be something special. When he gets this figured out, he's going to be pretty hard to stop. There's Dipner. And Dipner's going to gain about 3. 2nd down and 7 for the Cougars.
Nice hole by the line on that one.
Yes.
Right up.
Joseph Chismer on the tackle for the Blue Devils. Dipner hits that hole pretty hard. You know, he's little guys like that shouldn't turn to the inside, though.
No.
All right, I coached with Jerry Williams for years, and he always said, get on your chair.
Get on your chair.
And there's the pass to the outside to
pass.
Charles Stevens. Charles Stevens, a big receiver, and he's going to get a first down for the Cougars.
Job.
That's actually very good run for Charles Stevens after the catch, and he fell forward to get the first down.
Had some blockers out in front of him, and he went right behind his wall.
He's another young player. Charles Stevens, he's only a sophomore. And
I want to see a long chance at Wrigley right now.
Oh, yeah. Charles Stevens, a sophomore, and he plays that inside receiver position, quasi tight end, if you can call him that. but he's very good at it. And, yeah, that ball hit Blovelt in the back, and there come the flags. There come the flags.
I think he's
Number 78, Blovelt, was definitely downfield. The ball hit him in the back at about the 40-yard line. So
I thought they got Foster. He was further down.
Well, they might not have seen him, but when the ball hits you, it's kind of hard to hide it.
Yeah, especially if you're not in that tight end position.
Right. Tyleek's such a good kid, though. I love seeing him in the hallways at the high school. Always smiling. Mount Blue taking a long time to get the play in. It's going to be 2nd and 15. Dipner's alone in the backfield with Meter. Chase
shot.
Rangers to
Take
the
a
right.
shot.
There we go. Beautiful tackle out there in space by Wyatt Valley. Boy, Dipner had some green grass, and he was able to break that tackle.
Jeffrey Randall for Lewiston, he blitzed on that too, and Mount Blue did a good job picking that up.
Yep. And beauty of that one was Dipner tried to get on that chair. He cut it outside, had some green grass, but Valley, of course, made a great tackle. Jaden Meter was chased down in the backfield. Valley again on that play, and number 51, Dalton LaJoy, chasing Meter down.
They had a hat on him, but they pushed him out, and Meter actually rolled into the block. Sometimes it's hard. Don't know which way quarterback's going. You know, being the lineman that we are.
Yeah, you try and keep them. Your job is to actually create that pocket. And when the quarterback rolls without you seeing it, sometimes they get outside you quickly. And Lewiston's going to call a timeout. Something. I don't know if they had too few players or too many players, but they called a timeout to avoid a penalty.
I think they got 12 out there.
Yeah, I think they got too many players.
They still have 12.
It was interesting that time. There was a different punter lining up back there. I almost think, was it Gulkowski who lined up to punt that?
I did not catch that.
Because I saw Jaden Meter lined up as one of the up backs on the punt. Again, it's a beautiful day. We're watching football. All is good with the world today. So we're going to reset. It's 4th and 14 for the Cougars. And actually, I think is that Romanishin back there.
Was it Gulkowski?
Well, I thought it was. It is Gulkowski.
It's Gulkowski.
There's a high punt.
Oh, where's the flag on that? Hit right in the back.
There's the flag. I believe we're going to have a block in the back.
Brody Walsh got blocked in the
Dylan
back.
Allen nailed Walsh right in the back as he was turning to look for the ball. And that's going to set Lewiston back. I'm not sure what he was trying to do on that one.
I don't know if Walsh turned on him in the last minute.
Well, I think Walsh was looking for the football. It looked like he turned around to look up, and next thing you know, he's getting tagged in the back.
Most of them are intentional. I mean, it's not like anyone really block you at the back.
A lot of times on special teams, there's a few players out there that
when it's right in
are
the middle
not
of the field,
starters.
You can't miss that.
Right.
It's like, wow, what happened there?
On special teams, you get those players that are seeing their first varsity experience in limited capacity, and he's excited. He wants to hit somebody, and these things happen. Okay, Jackson's in the backfield. with Karen. We got motion right, and we're going to throw the bubble screen. Bubble screen goes to
Campbell.
Ethan Campbell, and Durrell made a nice hit on that one.
Nice one.
Gain of 4, but it could have been more. Durrell took him down with a hit.
He did. The Madrid Mala comes
The
through
Madrid
on that
Mala. He can lay some leather.
He can bring the wood.
We've seen that this year. He's had a few big hits, and I guess that's why we call him the Madrid Mala. Karen is to the left, rolling out by Jackson. He's under pressure. Stevens got him. Jackson is shifty. He's gonna get downfield for a gain of about 12 and a first down. Boy, I thought Charles Stevens was going to have him in the backfield. Next thing you know, he's into the Mount Blue secondary.
They need to stop putting their head on the side where the runner's going.
Right.
The arm tackles are not going to do it. That's how he's getting away.
And they're going to, they've got to break down and keep him in front of him because he's the type of runner that you can't
need help. You need help.
You can't aim at and hope he stays there because he's shifty.
Yeah, he's watching you. He's waiting for you to aim.
Okay, Jackson is going to line up again in the back in the shotgun. Karen will be to his right.
Mount Blue's defense jumps.
And he's going to roll out, and that was actually a forward pass and a beautiful open field tackle by Hayden Dipner.
And Downing right through the line of scrimmage and applied some pressure.
Quick throw, and boy, that's what you want to see right there. Hayden Dipner just right down to the legs, wrapped his arms, and down he went. And that's exactly what you were just talking about.
Yep.
Wrap your arms, make a play. Great job.
Tackle him at the waist.
I'd like to say thank you to Origin for sponsoring our scoreboard on Mount Blue TV. And again, we're still looking for sponsors, so if you want to keep this programming continuing and want to be listed as a sponsor, please contact Mount Blue TV.
And Jocko Fuel. Everybody likes the Jocko Fuel.
Everybody likes Jocko Fuel. My son is currently deployed, and as is your son. Thank both of them for their service. And I don't know about Caleb, but Zach likes a little Jocko Fuel.
Yeah, the Jocko and Origin, their podcasts they do, those are very
good.
Yeah, very
good. And
they preach the right thing, in my mind.
Correct. And Peter just announced a big plan that he's going to do in Farmington. Just a lot of good stuff going on.
Doing a great job.
And he loves to keep Maine people employed, which is Foster, again, close to that line.
We got a minute 14 left here in the half.
And no, that's going to fall incomplete. Pass intended for Ethan Campbell, and it was a little bit behind him. He made a good effort on it, but it bounced away from him and landed in the grass. But those quick turnarounds are going to be there. Mount Blue's given a little bit of a cushion there, and they're going to exploit that if they can. Looks like Karen's coming out. Dylan Allen is going to go in. I don't know if he'll play at running back or they'll go 5 wide.
Yeah,
he's going
to get a score here before the half.
He's going to stay in the backfield with Jackson. Jackson in the shotgun. Dylan Allen to his left. The pass is complete to Allen, and he's
fighting hard.
A little bit of an attitude's going on there, and there's a penalty flag down. I don't know what the call is. We'll wait and see. Illegal procedure against the Blue Devils negates 8-yard gain.
Downing was in there again, applied pressure. That might be why they keep rolling Jackson to the outside.
I think that might be. And he started the season at running back, wanted to help the team in any way he could.
Any way he could.
So team player.
It's just the character of the young man.
Yes, absolutely, and he is much faster than what you would normally see in an offensive defensive lineman.
And it's not going to be long you're going to start seeing Foster and Blovelt because they're going to have to.
Right, they're going to have to step to that inside to slow down Downing.
About him.
You know, a couple of years ago we saw that with Eddie Hebert and Zach Delano. You had to stop one of them, then you throw Jimmy Archer into that. And that's what the Cougars need to do, make a multi. And this time you got Downing and Nicholas.
And
two sure tacklers on it. Jackson really didn't stand a chance on that one. You got two very strong and sure tackling athletes there. And
he saw the one in front, not the one from behind.
Right. And Jackson went down. That's going to bring up a 4th and long. And this is a good situation for the Cougars. The Cougars call a timeout here, and they're going to get the ball back with a little bit of time on the clock.
I think we keep attacking. Don't even worry about your prevent defense.
Right. Absolutely. Take it if you want.
Oh, I couldn't.
It'll be interesting to see what Lewiston does here. This is a pretty, it's about 27 yards for the first down, 4th and 27. I think I would punt. And Mount Blue was smart there to call that timeout, stops the clock, because I'm sure that the punter just would have stood there until the clock ticked down. And the smart money here is that they're going to punt. Hopefully Wrigley can get a good return on it, set us up to get some points here going into half.
Yeah, and make it quick so that we don't burn up a lot of time. Oh, Downing was almost there.
Wrigley comes up the left sidelines, and he is going to be brought down by Ethan Campbell.
The clock's going to stop on change possession.
Just inside the 40-yard line, about the 38. Cougars are going to have a first down, good field position, 43 seconds left on the clock in the half. They got a little time to work with, but they're going to have to work quickly. I believe that was their first timeout, so they're still going to be working with 2 timeouts. Penalty flag down on the field. Waiting to see what happened, what the call is.
Tough decisions. Here we are, almost in the half, and
the holding against the Cougars.
Your phone rings, and it shouldn't be, and there's your son in the military on the left coast. I didn't see the hold.
I didn't see the hold either. I'm not sure what the big decision was keeping the ball back here, because if the hold occurred after the change of possession, then the Cougars are just going to have it 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And it looks like they basically took them back 10 yards from where Wrigley went down. The pass is to Walsh. Walsh is going to go out of bounds. Very nice play. Quick hitter to Walsh. Walsh went upfield, stayed near the sidelines, went to contact, and then out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Well played.
That was a very well played catch and run by Brody Walsh. Nice pass from Jaden Meter. Gave him the ball, an opportunity to run with it.
And those two have played together on the same team and several different sports.
Very true. Both of them 3-sport athletes.
There's
the pass. And Wrigley takes it down for another Cougar first down to the
I think there's a late
42,
hit on that too.
and I think we're going to have a late hit. Wrigley was laying on his back on the field when that last hit came in. I know you're excited, but you got to keep discipline, and Lewiston showed a little lack of discipline right there.
I think Wrigley's almost the tallest one on the field. I'm really hoping for that air out ball down the sideline.
Yep.
That high outside ball that we always love to teach them young kids to throw.
Personal foul called on the Blue Devils.
Should be a 15-yarder, isn't it?
We're going to find out here.
It is.
It is a 15-yarder.
Personal.
Boy, a costly penalty for the Blue Devils. It was a first down, but you just gave the Cougars Mason Biello's not suited up, but definitely this would be within his field goal range. But it also makes it a little closer for the Cougars to try and put one into the end zone.
Yeah, we got 30 seconds.
What a catch by Brody Walsh. And that's what we were talking about earlier in the game when he dropped that one. What a sure-handed catch that was. Gain of about 16 and sets up the Cougars at the 10. Beautiful catch by Brody across the middle.
And now we got time to 4 plays, throw for the end zone.
Right, 23 seconds. We can go for the end zone here. Beautiful ball from Jaden Meter, but Brody Walsh just went up in traffic. 3 defenders around him, made the catch, and then had the foresight to turn and run upfield.
And we're not mentioning that offensive line right now. They are doing a good job
picking up those blitzes.
Picking up the blitzes. Right now, I hope the coach is telling them, stand pat, do your job, stay low, step down. Just give us time.
Just
obviously, we got some receivers there.
Right, exactly. Mount Blue, of course, called the timeout. This scoreboard doesn't tell us how many they have left, but that might have been the third one for them. So with 23 seconds, though, it looks like the Mount Blue could still make at least 3 attempts for the end zone.
I like the way that we're standing right now. I mean, it doesn't feel like the score should be 6-0.
Right, exactly.
So we're doing good.
Okay, Meter in the backfield. He's got Brody Walsh lined up right behind him. Dippner's close to the line on his left. And Meter's going to keep it. There's a flag down. I'm not sure what the penalty flag was. Holding against the Cougars.
I think they were going to try a shovel pass.
It looked like it was going to be a shovel pass to Dippner.
It looked like 3 different options he had there. Shovel pass or an option or to keep it.
That's a tough penalty. It's going to take them back 10 yards.
And that was a long play. Let's call that play and be on the ball because as soon as they set the ball, I think the clock starts.
They're going to push him back 10. I don't know if I'd have done that, Gerald. I might have just taken the ball down where it was, decline it, and that way Mount Blue would have had to set up, and I believe the clock would have started if you had declined it. But now, here goes that pass to Wrigley. Wrigley is open.
There it is. Yeah, but it's pass interference.
It's going to be picked off.
It was pass interference all day.
Picked off by Eli Bigelow, but it is going to be pass interference.
Jackson was on him like a coat.
On Donovan Jackson. He definitely pushed Wrigley before Wrigley was able to make the play.
I will say that was a nice interception, though.
It was a beautiful interception. And as you just saw in the replay there, Jackson definitely was on Wrigley before the ball got there. That's going to set the Cougars up. They're going to have 1 play to go for the end zone. I'm not sure where they're going to set it down.
Yeah, it's a 15-yard penalty.
Looks like at about the 12. Is that the 12?
Yes.
Okay, Mount Blue's going to have 1 play from the 12. And we got trips to the right.
Wrigley to the left.
Charles Stevens is over there. He's a tall receiver. We got Wrigley to
Come
the
on,
left.
line. Hold them off. Just come up short.
And a nice pass to Ranger, and it's going to come up just short for the Cougars at about the 2-yard line. I think that had he waited just a second, Brody Walsh was open on that slant, was a little deeper, and might have been able to get in.
I think with those big defensive linemen, he rolled out to see what he could see down
what was
the
going
field.
on.
He actually created his own pressure on that one.
But hey, you know, the Cougars showed some life there. That was a very good drive.
Oh.
Actually, that whole last 2 possessions was just great field management, clock management by the Cougars, and they set themselves up to score. Unable to do so, though, and at halftime, we are Lewiston 6 and Mount Blue 0. Welcome back to Don Rue Field here in Lewiston at the Franklin Athletic Complex. Beautiful complex here at Lewiston High School. First half, a lot of back and forth. Lewiston was able to get one in. Mount Blue moved the ball, didn't score at the end of the half, but made a huge goal line stand to stop Lewiston from going up by 2 scores. Cameron Karen, big running back, was met at the line of scrimmage. Pushback, didn't get in. Huge play for the Cougars.
Hey, you know, when it first started off, Lewiston scored quick. And then through that first half, you see Mount Blue slowly start to get some confidence. They finally got a first down, second series. Then that stand, that changed their attitude. They started moving the ball. And then at the half, I mean, they went the length of the field, and they were right there.
They were right on the cusp.
Down 6-0. This is very easy. It's doable.
Yeah, this game is wide open. Cougars are in it, you know, and if I had to pick a momentum at the end of the first half, I'd say the momentum had switched from that early Lewiston momentum to the Cougars.
Yeah. And let's see what the coaches did for a halftime adjustment, because you know there are obviously a few that we talked about that probably we would have made, or that we would make, but hey, we're not that coaching staff. You know, they see things differently,
and they're seeing it at field level too. And I think one of the things that probably, you know, if they were able to look at any film at halftime, I know that they do carry a iPad, but I think those slants are going to be open. Those linebackers are coming into the middle. They want to blitz. That's their game plan. And if you blitz like that and you only have a cover 1 and just one safety back there, those guys in the slot can run that slant all day long.
And I want to see Meter stay in the pocket.
Right.
Don't roll. Stay in the pocket. Read. Get the ball. Read. Throw.
Right.
Get the ball. Read. Run. And sometimes he's created his own pressure by going to the outside. I think the line, I mean, let's face it, Lewiston has a big defensive line.
Right.
And they're blitzing a lot. So I feel as though that Mount Blue has played above their expectancy today of some of the pressure that they've been able to keep off Meter.
Absolutely.
And push him to the outside.
And I think if Meter's able to recognize those pass lanes quicker, get rid of that ball quicker, that'll neutralize the blitz, and it's going to help out his offensive linemen.
And they started running downhill. They started moving the ball. Running downhill, moving the ball.
Right. So Bigelow's back to receive. We have Donovan Jackson back to receive. And Dane Cousineau is going to kick off for the Cougars. So we're going to get the second half started. There's the kick. It's a short kick. It's going to go to the up man. And somebody's got to get on that. And number 56, I don't see that number on the roster, but a Lewiston Blue Devil.
He didn't want anything to do with running the ball.
He did not want anything. I was kind of, for a while there, I'm sure the Lewiston coaches were getting a little nervous because he didn't want to jump on it either. But he He finally made the move and got on the football.
That's a lineman's dream right there, a little drop at your feet. You pick that bad boy up and go. You will get yelled at later, but all right, here we go, Coach.
All right, we got Jackson in the backfield, Karen to his right. He's going to take the snap via shotgun. It's going to be a fake, and he's going to keep it on his own, running around the right side. And they are going to stretch him out, and
Wrigley.
There we go. Great play by Isaac Wrigley. What did we say earlier in the game? That sideline is your friend.
Yes, and Wrigley's a baller. And I noticed that Lewiston, they started running a waggle block with that guard. And that actually, I see that linebacker, Hayden, was it Durrell? I think it was.
It was Durrell.
It was either Durrell or Farmer, obviously.
Yeah.
But followed the guard out, and
took away that cutback lane.
Yes.
And Wrigley just strung it out. Jackson kept going with it. The linebacker had the cutback lane. Nice defensive play for the Cougars to start the second half.
You get a 56 and 59 as linebackers. Sometimes you get the numbers mixed up.
This is true. Dylan Farmer and Hayden Durrell at linebacker.
Lewiston come back in tight.
And the handoff's going to go to Karen. He's going to come outside.
Get out there.
And he's got nowhere to go. He's got downfield blocking, and the Cougars just let him escape.
The short tackled Ben Nicholas missed that. And sometimes when there's a whole pile of lanes open, everyone's trying to get over there, get a helmet on it, and a few over pursue.
Yep. You gotta keep that eye contact on the waist, and he's pretty fast though. He once he made that decision to run back across the field, he took off and made something happen.
Sometimes them hurt though. Sometimes you're gonna.
That is true, and he made it just across midfield, 1st and 10 inside Cougar territory. Allen playing in the backfield with Jackson, and there's a quick pass out to Eli Bigelow, and there's going to be a hold.
There's flags everywhere. Might have been.
Look, I think Cody Hensler, number 44, was the culprit on that one.
Lewiston line did a good job of keeping our defensive line down. I see they're starting to double team.
Downing. Yeah.
So that should free some things up for Foster, like we were talking about earlier.
So the penalty occurred 3 yards downfield. 10-yard penalty is going to bring up 1st and 17 for Lewiston. And we've seen Lewiston make some mental errors here, too, that have cost them some first down yardage. Jackson in the backfield with Allen. Slot motion, and number 71 took off. Joseph Doobie took off, and he's going to be called.
Taking Ben out for a breather.
You know, and I think
Levi
that I think that Ben is so fast on that outside that Doobie thinks he's going to have to go quicker to get out there to get in front of him.
Yeah.
That's the one thing you don't have to coach. You don't have to coach speed. If a player has speed,
and you got to appreciate that going 100 miles an hour every play.
Right, exactly. And if you've got the players, you want to rotate them in, keep them fresh.
Got 11:29 left in the third quarter.
Here's the swing pass to Allen. Levi Tyler from behind brings him down. No gain on the play. Loss of a yard. Beautiful open field tackle. It is so good to see that young man playing football again.
Because he can play.
He can play football.
He's passionate.
He's such a good kid too. You know, I'm so happy that he's back out there on the field.
He's quick to smile.
Yes, he is.
No way to take away that cut back lane because he was going for it.
Yep. Karen back in the backfield with Jackson. Jackson's going to roll out. He's got a receiver, and Ranger had him by the shirt and then eventually grabbed him. A little help from Charles Stevens.
They got a few of them back.
Gain of about 12 on that. Brings up 3rd and 14.
It's almost like Lewiston has changed up the game plan a little bit. Not moving the pocket so much,
right.
Staying in. But with double teaming in the middle.
Right.
Take some of that pressure away from them.
Wyatt Valley in the backfield is the up man. It looks like we got a reverse coming.
Come on, Levi.
Hayden Dipner from the ground.
I didn't see it.
They called Levi Tyler, and the replay is showing that Levi jumped over him, never touched him. Never touched him. That's a costly penalty for the Cougars. It's going to give, would have been 4th and about 9. Instead, it's going to be 1st and 10 for Lewiston. It's too bad. Levi, the replay showed clearly jumped over the player, did not hit him. But the visual, the guys that count saw was that the hit was made. So Jackson in the backfield, Karen, he's going to roll out. Karen's going to throw it. It's going to be wide and attempted diving catch. Is going to fall incomplete. Ethan Campbell was the intended receiver. Isaac Wrigley on the defense. And just a little too wide. Jackson was under some pressure from Evan Downing. He broke through the line, which I think he's done all day.
He's done pretty good. So they double team him. And actually he's got through on a few of those also. He kind of took a banana route to the quarterback on that one. He'll get him. He'll understand it.
Abukar has come in the game, and he's going to line up out wide. Karen is going to be to the right of Jackson in the shotgun. And it's going to be handoff up the middle to Karen. Karen runs hard, breaks a tackle, cuts to the outside, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds by Jaden Meter. That was just a simple dive play. Karen right here makes a beautiful cut outside. And at that point, the only person that was going to get him was Jaden Meter, and he did make the stop.
But Meter's done a lot of defensive plays
he's
today.
He's played a lot of defense. And sets up Lewiston inside the Cougar 5. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 4. 8:58 to go in the third quarter. 6-0 Lewiston, and they're looking to add some more to that here. Dylan Allen in the backfield beside Jackson. He's to his right. We got slots on both sides, and Jackson looks like he's going to run it. That Jackson's going to be brought down at about the 1.5-yard line. And you could hear somebody yelling, "That's a hold!" And it did appear that the right tackle for Lewiston grabbed Hazen Foster. But until the guys that count throw the flags, it's really just an observation.
Yeah. Pretty accurate one, though.
Pretty accurate, but
2nd and 2.
That and $6 will get us those iced coffees that we get every time before a game. You
I wonder
know,
why we're so amped up.
Jackson again in the backfield. He's got Karen set to his right in the shotgun. Jackson rolling right. He's looking to pass, and they had him, and he's going to cut back, and he's going to go in.
That was
Evan
just
Downing.
athleticism.
Evan Downing, a couple of hands were put on him, but like you said earlier, you got to wrap him up. You got to wrap him up.
Had a piece of him.
There it is, right here. Tyleek had him. He cut back, and the Mount Blue defense just over-pursued, and that whole left side was wide open for the touchdown. But, again, Jackson is a very good runner.
He had the presence of field on that.
Abakar setting up for the extra point. High snap. The kick is up, and this time he puts it through the uprights. That was a pretty good kick. High snap. Jackson brought it down, put it on the ground. Abakar made the kick. He has an interesting stance when he starts. Usually
had a hop step,
right,
and a jump.
Usually you see a kicker line up with almost in kind of a hurdler's stance as he starts the approach, and Abakar basically stands square and then does a little hop and comes up and kicks it. Nonetheless, he put it through the uprights. 7:54 to go in the third quarter. Lewiston now up by 2 scores, 13-0. Cougars have shown that they can move the ball, and now's the time we got to
clean up a little bit.
Flags. No penalties. Move the ball downfield and put one in the end zone.
Yeah.
Make this a 1-score game again.
And I really feel you said the right downfield.
Right,
That's
downfield.
We're getting confidence, and we're making positive yards downfield. Right up, actually kind of between the tackles.
Right.
Throwing the ball between the tackles. But I still want that long ball to Wrigley. High and deep.
It's got to be beyond Karen, though. He patrols the middle of that field pretty well.
He does. And he's got some wheels.
And Bigelow. Karen and Bigelow.
That was a snag.
Right. That one was Bigelow, but Karen and Bigelow both patrol the middle of that field, and they're both tall.
Yeah.
Okay, Abakar, he's going to kick, and it's going to be a short kick.
Farmer.
Dylan Farmer.
That took a weird bounce.
That took a very weird bounce, and Dylan did a good job to get on top of that. And he is coming out of the game, which is not a good sign. He's the snapper, and he's coming out of the game, and he's hanging on to his hip.
Also that other linebacker.
He is that linebacker. So we got a new center in the game. I think it's Mason Willett. Is that it? I can't see.
Turn it up, Dibner. Come on. Oh.
Actually, that was a nice play. That was a little counter. The handoff up the middle, the fake right, handoff back the other way. Dipner's down on the field.
I think he's having, I think it's his leg.
Let's see what happened here. And I think he may have got his foot caught in the turf when he was going down. He took his helmet off immediately. Boy, we never want to see this happen.
Not to anyone.
He had a nice run there. It was a beautiful play where
he was on his chair.
He was on his chair. Picked up good yardage. And for players that are not used to playing on this turf, you know, it's different. It's different, and I think his leg got caught in there, and he just went down awkwardly.
I think they're calling for EM.
I think they are calling for some medical personnel. I see the Lewiston athletic director is on the phone there. It's a good sight and it's a bad sight. It's a good sight that Hayden is now headed to the ambulance. It's a bad sight because we never want to see it happen. And the hard part for the Cougars now, they're going to have to respond and go back to playing football. And they can't shed the concern they have for their teammate and their brother, but the game still has to be played. So.
Absolutely. I have a little faith in
Young Mr. Dittmer definitely will be missed.
Absolutely.
And we wish him a speedy recovery.
With that being said, Coach, you notice that one Mr. Downing now is sporting number 27.
Yeah, Evan Downing looks like he's going back into the backfield.
And I have faith that he will run downhill.
He runs in one direction, north or south, depending on which way he's going. And
we respect our running backs like that also.
I am appreciative of those guys. You know, it's hard for, we don't want to discount for the Lewiston players. They knew there was a problem immediately.
They did.
And they started waving for the coaching staff to come to the field. And, even though you're on the field as rivals, you have a respect for the guys who are out there with you. You're all out there banging heads. You're all out there just playing hard, playing your best.
Love of the sport.
And it is. It's the love of the game.
Teams are getting warmed back up. 7:37 left to go in the third quarter.
And we've had a little bit of a break here while Hayden was down. Both teams are doing a little warm-ups to get their blood flowing again and get ready to go back at it.
Mall Blue coaching staff making their adjustments. I'm sure they, obviously, with Downing. Time to pick them up, coaches.
Right. They know what they have in Downing. They have a hard, very strong runner who is not afraid to bang heads with anybody.
And Lewiston, nobody's seen him yet run the ball.
Nobody's seen him. It's going to be a very different look for Lewiston to see away from what Hayden Dittmer was. Hayden is a more elusive back, very fast, very quick, and duck and dodge. And now you've got a guy who,
I will hit you.
If you get in the road in front of him, he's going to run you over.
Yeah.
Great kid, volunteered to do whatever it took to help out the team and went to the line. That's what makes him a senior leader and a captain. And now he's being called, it's about change sometimes, and now he's being called upon to make a change.
Mall Blues rallying up.
When we get back to it, Mount Blue's going to have a 2nd and 4 on their own 39-yard line. As Gerald said a moment ago, 7:37 to go in the third quarter. The Cougars are showing some signs of movement here. They've been moving the ball well most of the day.
They have.
We got to finish. We got to put one in the end zone. I think that would just be a huge boost to this team to get a touchdown.
Yep. And they can do it.
Everybody's stretching out. We see some of the zebras out there going through a little bit of stretching.
Don't
No, we've seen it before.
Yes, we have.
I was working the booth one night with Ron. Ron and I were sitting there, and a official tore his knee or something, and the scorekeeper had to go down on the field. So at Mount Blue, we always have an official is one of the scoreboard keepers, and so he had to be called to duty.
All right, play's about ready to resume here, Coach.
Mount Blue's lining up. We have a little bit of a different offensive line. We have a new left guard. Looks like Levi Tyler now in at left guard.
Yeah, because the Farmer there with his, looked like it was his hip when he limped off. No, Farmer's back in there, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Farmer's back in. And we have Ben Nicholas in the backfield now with Jaden Meter. 2nd and 4 for the Cougars. Great cut by Ben Nicholas. He'll get a first down for the Cougars. Ben is another one who is going to run north and south for you.
But he did good. Made it to the end, made his cut, went downhill.
And turned upfield. Okay, we got trips to the left. Single receiver to the right is Ranger. Wrigley is wide left. We got a quick pass out to Stevens. Stevens heads for the sidelines. He'll go out of bounds at about the 49-yard line.
Good rhythm.
Nice gain of 5 for the Cougars. Going to bring up 2nd and 5.
Meter knew where he wanted to go with the ball. And I think Lewiston might be a little caught on the heels right now. Mount Blue's coming out firing.
They are coming out firing. They're running the ball, passing the ball. Second and 5. Just inside their own territory at the 49-yard line. Walsh comes in motion. Fake of the handoff. Meter's going to keep it. And he'll get back. He didn't lose yards. But he didn't gain much. The ball's going to be about where they were the play before. And we have some laundry down on the field. And it's a personal foul against the Cougars. Penalties. You can't have those penalties. So
I think there's a lot of motion right there for Mount Blue. I think it was on Levi Tyler. No, I didn't see what transpired over there.
And that 15-yard penalty is going to turn a 2nd and 5 into a 2nd and 20. It's going to be 3rd down. Okay, it was a dead ball foul, so it's going to be 3rd down. 6:45 to go in the 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 20. Ben Nicholas in the backfield. Isaac Wrigley left. The ball was thrown a little bit behind Stevens, and he didn't make an adjustment on it. Looked like Mita threw it kind of quickly. He was under a little bit of duress. Stevens tried to turn to make the catch, and it was a little bit behind him. So we're now going to have a punt. Back deep is Jackson for Lewiston. And the punt's going to go to the side. It's going to take a bounce, and Jackson's going to let it bounce. It was down by Ranger at about the 39-yard line, where Lewiston will take over their own 39-yard line. And penalty flag just flew, and unsportsmanlike against Lewiston.
Flag on the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the Blue Devils.
I think we know who the culprit is because some of his teammates are talking to him right now, telling him you just got to cool your jets.
Yeah, captains need to police their teams here and settle them in. I understand the emotion, though, Coach.
Right. I mean, you're fired up. You want to make a play, but you always have to stay under control.
Tell you what, Chase Ranger is in on a lot of plays as a sophomore.
He's doing quite well. I'm seeing a
I
much.
didn't realize he was a sophomore.
He's a much improved player from what we saw in Lawrence, and I think we could say that about Mount Blue across the board. Is that they're playing a much better game. Yeah. You're seeing, a much different effort. Well, not just effort, but they kind of have played in a game now. Well, some of it's not all new to them. Karen is going to take the handoff, and he'll go up the middle, and he's going to be brought down after a gain of 7. Jaden Meter on the stop.
Durrell almost had him in the backfield. He see the hole, took the slant, and just missed him.
Karen is a downhill runner, no question about it.
If they get him into motion a lot, I think that they get feeding him the ball a lot. That could be hurting a lot of teams.
Yeah. So he's lined up in a deep back position. Maynard coming in motion in front of him, and it is going to be a pitch to Karen.
There's Durrell.
And there's
Downing.
Durrell came in, made him change direction, and then Downing and the rest of the posse showed up and took him down. A big loss on that one. Loss of, we'll call it 8 or 9. And
Madrid Mala back in, setting the tone.
Karen really had nowhere to go.
No.
Even with the blocker out in front of him, he had Maynard in front of him, and it still was going nowhere. Madrid Mahler kind of got in front of it, and then the rest of the boys showed up to have a party on the running back.
We need some discipline here. Hopefully we don't jump on a hard count.
This is where you want to make that stop, right? We got Allen in the backfield to the right of Jackson. And here comes, they're stretching him out.
There it is.
And an interception.
I knew
Isaac Wrigley. Isaac Wrigley cutting in front of the receiver.
Third time they picked on him, and I knew it was coming. Been saying it.
Pass intended for Eli Bigelow, and
right in front.
As we see right here, Wrigley saw it all the way. Bigelow was open, and Isaac Wrigley steps in front of him and makes the play.
Almost baited him with it by
he did.
Hanging behind.
Smart player. Just, and the amazing thing is I did coach him as a freshman, and it's so good to see him just mature into this player. His brother was a great offensive lineman, defensive lineman, did great things, lost his senior year to COVID, but it looks like Isaac's coming out, and he's going to excel in a different way, as with one of the skill positions, and he certainly can do it.
There you go.
And Meter's going to gain he'll gain close to 3 yards on that.
Bumble's got some scrap right now.
Yeah, they're playing with a little bit of an edge. That's what, and sometimes you need to do that. You got to be a little edgy. You got to be a little aggressive.
That was Coach Q's.
That's right. The hard edge. The hard edge. And really, that you've got to play with that attitude.
Knows where he's going with it.
Nice move by Brody Walsh there on the reception. He's going to get it down inside the 30, about to the 26-yard line.
You can see a few of the small, intricate, not really mistakes, but things that Mount Blue will get cleaned up, like that block by the receiver down there would have given a first down, and they're going to learn to win.
Right.
So close.
Those receivers have got to, they call it the stock block down there for the receivers, and you got to make that block to give your receiver a chance to get in space. The handoff to Ben Nicholas, and he was met in the backfield. Jaden Maynard was through the line of scrimmage and wreaked havoc in the backfield.
I still don't know who 56 is yet.
No, 56 is not listed on the roster.
He's had a heck of a defensive game for the Blue Devils.
He's pretty quick. He's
quick.
Stout-built young man.
And Farmer's no joke.
4th and 5. Oh!
And Wrigley knew it.
Wrigley was open. He got behind the defenders and kind of got turned around a little bit. I think he was looking to the ball on his inside shoulder and then turned his body completely around. And what you want to do on that, when the ball's to the inside, you want to turn your back to the quarterback and come back to the outside.
Yeah.
Because
Lewiston threw the kitchen sink at him.
Right.
And Meter was off his back foot. They were lucky to get it off.
Right. He got the pass away, and had a chance to make a play.
If he had stepped, had the opportunity to step into that was a touchdown.
We need to stop here now. 2:25 to go in the third quarter.
Wrigley's going to wake up tonight on that one, but hey, you know what? You were in the right spot. It's just the way it is.
And now you just got to forget it because you're on defense. He's the one that got the ball back for them. So Jackson's going to bubble it out to Malik Foster, and Malik Foster's going to take the ball for a Blue Devil first down. He's brought down by Brody Walsh and Hayden Durrell in on the stop for the Cougars.
He got the swing pass, but he didn't want anything to do with Wrigley. He come inside.
Yeah, he came right inside. That was the first time we've called Malik Foster's name today, but, when he got the ball in his hands, he knew what to do with it. So Jackson with Karen to his right in the shotgun. He's going to hand it to Karen. Stretching it out. Charles Stevens stretching it out, and he is going to be brought down for a short gain. Good job by Charles Stevens on that, stretching the play out, allowing those linebackers to come take away the cutback lane.
That behind handoff baffles me a little bit.
Looked like there may have been a block in the back on that one, too. But again, the guys who count didn't see it, so it didn't happen.
I keep trying to look at that instant replay.
Oh, you can't see it?
No, it's too late now.
I'm hogging it up.
I know.
I'm that way.
That's okay. I'll let you.
Okay, we have a new running back. Jeffrey Randall is now in the backfield. He'll be to the right of Jackson. In the shotgun. Jackson calling the numbers, and he's going to keep it up the middle. Looking to the outside. He has a little bit of room now. Now it's a foot race. Meter and Wrigley. He cuts back to the middle, breaks a tackle, and he is going to be brought down.
That was just a hat on a hat. Good blocking by Lewiston.
About 47 yards on that carry. Sets up the Blue Devils at the 18-yard line.
Straight up zone blocking.
Some of the Mount Blue players look like they're a little gassed right now. They could probably use the quarter break here. They can get through this play, and Lewiston looks like they're going to give it to them. It's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. Lewiston 13, Mount Blue nothing, and Lewiston is knocking on the door once again. They're going to have the ball at about the 18-yard line. We'll switch sides here. And Mount Blue, they're still making those mistakes, you know, a lot of arm tackling attempts, and which, you know, they got to start putting that shoulder in the body. And
so, reading, defensive reading, they're backing up as they read, looking for the ball instead of standing your ground, standing up, a little bit of standing up. And not everyone, not every play.
right.
I always found that when the player trying to do too much is when he makes those errors, you know, the technical errors.
And really, as a defensive player, you know, you want to attack. You want to be on the attack.
Yep.
We say from a very young age, be the hammer, not the nail. Mm-hmm. You should always be making that hit on the defensive side of the ball, coming forward.
Everyone has a read step. Everyone has a read step.
And I think that's what the Cougars need to do right now, just attack. Because when Jackson throws that bubble screen out there, it's not like he throws a laser.
No.
He's floating it out there.
It's not like it's...
He throws much better downfield than he does on that bubble screen.
He does.
And so with that time, somebody's got to be coming up. Break down and make a play. Okay, we got...
Change up in the backfield now.
Michael Click is now the quarterback. He's going to hand off to Karen. Karen breaks a tackle, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 5.
Yeah,
Cameron
trap on that one.
Cameron on the handoff from Click really just made a nice cut and
I guess not.
Followed his blocking and
yeah,
got it down to the 5-yard line.
Looked like they run a good inside trap on that.
Okay, Jackson back in at quarterback. Karen to his right. Motion from Maynard, and
There's Downing.
I'm not sure. I don't see any penalty flags on the field, but it looked like everybody was moving on that one. I'm not sure what
I
happened.
don't think Karen liked being tackled in the backfield by Downing on that one.
Downing made a great play, though. Fired right through, broke down, found the guy with the ball, and brought him down.
Yeah. And we know Downing. He's not.
Right. Once he gets his hands on you, I don't think he's going to let go.
No. But he doesn't do the after play activities.
Right. He just, he's been there before and done that.
That's right. It's a game. Enjoy.
Okay, Jackson's going to stay at running back. He may have both Allen and Karen. No, Allen now goes out wide left. So Karen's going to stay in the backfield with Jackson. I think they're going to.
Rolled him.
And I think he's going to be. They gave him the touchdown. Let's watch this now. Here we go.
He was outside. The ball did not.
Yeah, I thought he kind of stepped out. I don't know. From that angle, he may have gotten that ball inside that.
On his right arm, it went over the pylon.
But again, the Cougars they've got to attack that.
I don't think Darrell's angle. They don't think he understood how fast Jackson can run, because on his rollouts, like we said before, he throwed the ball and he could have run it in. So that sets up for that. That
time, though, I think they were covering those guys but that's what makes it tough with this type of quarterback. Yeah. If you cover those receivers and you don't take that chance, he's going to keep it and run it into the end zone.
Yeah.
So now we got Randall. Randall's a big kid. He's in the backfield with Jackson. They're going to go for 2 here. Jackson calling the signals. Ethan Campbell wide open into the corner of the end
Had ball
zone.
coverage on that.
And
Right in the corner.
2-point conversion is good. 10:18 to go in the fourth quarter. The
Not
Blue
sure
Devils are now up by
what over-
3 scores.
Not sure what over the top. I think Meter maybe. Wrigley was caught between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, it was
He came up.
yeah, there was a breakdown in coverage, and Campbell found himself wide open in the corner of the end zone.
All right, now we're back to let's get a first down.
We got to go back, get a first down, sustain a drive, put the ball in the end zone. Hamilton High School from Hamilton, actually I don't know if it's called Hamilton, Arizona, was down by 3 scores with 2 minutes and 42 seconds left to go earlier this year and scored and won the game as time expired.
Outstanding.
And it wasn't against a slouch team. It was one of the ESPN top
Oh, really?
30 programs, high school programs, and they were on TV. And I watched the game, and they were down, and I turned it off and went to bed and figured, oh, they're not going to come back. Found out the next day they came back and won. So it's not out of the question. Quick scores can happen. Abakar is going to kick it deep. Wrigley, a funny bounce, got away from him.
Go.
And Lewiston, I think they've upped the attitude right now.
Yeah.
The intensity is now up.
They got the momentum.
They
That was a odd. What, 3 times today we've seen that football take an odd bounce.
I know, and I think it's his turf field. I think balls just take
that
weird bounces.
That just died. See, Levi Tyler's still in.
Levi Tyler's in at guard. We have Ben Nicholas in the backfield with Jaden Meter. We have twins on both sides. Brody Walsh on the reception, and he took several big hits. That was a quick pass out. Quick pass to the outside. Walsh, as you see right there, gets the bubble screen. Number 7, Allen, makes a sure tackle there. And not sure what the penalty was. What did they call? Did you see it?
I think it was a face mask.
Oh, 5-yard face mask penalty?
Could have been.
All right, so the Cougars are going to get the benefit of the penalty, and they're going to have a first down and 8. Nicholas in the backfield with Meter.
9:50 to go. There's a nice ball. Oh. He spoke too soon.
Yeah. Charles Stevens looked open as he made that out. Looked like about a 8-yard out pass.
I was just watching Meter's mechanics, and they looked good.
Yep.
I was like, there's a nice ball. And floated.
Floated a little on him. But your receivers, they've got to help your quarterback out too. And they've got to go up and try and snag that ball by any means necessary. Again, Meter's pass falls incomplete.
But I liked the way he's throwing the ball.
Very, very good ball. That was a catchable ball. Out in space.
And this is Ben's first game this year.
Yeah, it's his first game. And he had a little bit of room to run there if he had caught the ball.
Probably he knew it.
So it's going to bring up third and scoreboard says 8. I'm going to call it 7 because it looks more like 7 to me. So 9:37 to go in the fourth quarter. Brody Walsh on the reception makes a nice catch. It's going to be enough for a Cougar first down.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Randall on the stop for the Blue Devils.
I kind of hope the refs are seeing some of the
Yeah.
shots to the head that I'm starting to see. Things are,
And right here, we can watch it.
I
Brody
see
made
that.
a nice catch, fights his way down, and I'm not sure. They called Levi Meter on the.
I'm watching the linebacker coming in, you know, basically punch a kid right,
Yep.
right, you know, right
Yep.
in the face mask. That's not right. There you go, Meter. Nice cut.
Meter run out of bounds there. Dalton with Joy on the stop.
Lewiston knows how to use that sidelines to block you in.
Yes, they do.
They're not going to give you that inside track. I said Levi Meter. I mean, he played football years ago. Levi Tyler got called for that late hit for almost the same thing that Campbell did right there. And really, you don't want any of your players, doesn't matter which team it is, to do that. If a player's going down, let him go down.
He got a chance to step into it.
Pass intended for Wrigley falls incomplete, bringing up a third down.
No, like I said, I was watching before and just see some.
And it
Something
looked
that
like.
I'd been yelling about if I was down on the field. Let's put it that way.
Yep. Looked like Wrigley was doing a post on that play. He went to the inside.
And
Meter like he was doing
the outside one that we like.
Right,
I like.
a fade. And but I think had he gone to the middle there,
Downing's in the backfield.
Evan Downing's now in the backfield with Meter. He's lined up to the right of Meter in the shotgun.
Pass intended for Wall.
He was open.
Incomplete, bringing up a fourth down.
That ball was a little high. Brody tried to go up and get it, and Meter's throwing with some authority right now, and that ball was high.
Yeah.
Makes it a little harder to catch.
Get that chin down, the ball will come down.
Wow. Galkowski went to punt. Bad snap. I think he had time to set up and kick it, but he decided to take off and run. And he's going to give the Cougars are going to give the Blue Devils pretty good field position here to start their drive. The snap was low. It was a roller. But
I almost thought he was looking to pass it for a second.
he did pick up the ball like he was looking to pass it. And as a punter, if we're not going to throw it, or it's not a fake, you gotta try and punt that ball away. He's a sophomore. I mean,
we're seeing a lot of the younger players. Like we talked before, the last time they watched a varsity game.
That's right. The last time there was varsity football, they were 8th graders. So Karen on the carry into the heart of the Cougar defense.
Yeah, it's that option dive.
Brought down by Hayden Durrell and Dylan Farmer. I think I'd be very surprised if Lewiston goes to the air right here. I would just run the football, let the clock run down.
Yeah, 7:45 to go. No sense in chancing injuries. They still seem trying to get Karen in the end zone, though.
Karen is lined up in the backfield beside Jackson. He's to his right. And they're going to give it to Karen up the middle. And he is going to be met in the middle of the field. Levi Tyler was the first one there.
Foster was there. Blovell was there.
There's
Levi
still
is quick. And he is strong.
He is a very strong young man. And there's still fire in these Cougars. You know, they're not laying down. They're
never laid down. Nope.
That's not what the blue and gold does. They're gonna persevere, and they're gonna drive to the end.
See Cole Kuzno's out there in cornerback.
Getting a few players in. On this side, Liberty is out there.
Liberty.
And that pass is complete. Ethan Campbell on the reception.
Tell
you what, there was a good collision between Karen and Downing on that.
That's two strong, big boys hitting each other.
Up here. That was a good hit. Trying to find the answer for Downing.
Brody Walsh over there knocking the receiver out of the bounds before he could get the first down.
Yes.
It's 4th and 1. The clock is running. 5:45 to go in the fourth quarter. This is a big play, 4th and 1. Cougars need a stop here. Karen in the backfield to the right. Jackson in the shotgun.
What's the chance of the rollout to this side?
And hard count caught the Cougars. That's the easy way to get 5 yards. Evan Downing came shooting across there.
Across fast.
He knew it. He knew it as soon as it happened. You're all amped up. Sometimes it's hard to stop yourself there. You know what's going to happen, and
so close to that quarterback, so close.
And you know what's coming. You know they're going to hard count it, and still you do it. So
clock's still running. 5 minutes to go.
Karen in the backfield. He's going to take the handoff up the middle, and he bounces off a tackle, and he's going to be brought down. He's going to be brought down by Brody Walsh, and there's a penalty flag on the field.
Yeah.
And they are, and it's
Mount Blue needs to tackle.
I'm not sure what the penalty was. Did you see what? Because it looked like he made the symbol for a horse collar, which would mean that the penalty was against the Cougars, but it went against Lewiston. So
I will take it.
We'll take it. That's right. First down and 12 now. I mean, he did. He reached inside his collar and went like this, so I thought it was a horse collar.
Maybe it was hot.
Maybe. Could be.
Could be.
They say it's always warmer down on the turf. So Karen set up to the right of Jackson. Jackson's going to roll out, and he's going to keep it. He's going to keep it. There's the throw. And it's caught. The ball was caught in the corner of the end zone.
He did not catch that.
The replay is not going to show it because we don't have that corner.
Wrigley contested it, and when Wrigley pushed him, he did not catch that in bounds.
I believe the intended receiver was 13, Eli Bigelow. And the officials are now conferring. Touchdown is the call on the field.
I'll tell you this. He made a great catch, but he did not land in bounds. Wrigley contested it well.
So the call on the field, they had to discuss it. There was no initial call.
No.
Nobody raised their hands for a touchdown, but then after conferring, they called it a Blue Devil touchdown.
Hot throw the challenge flag.
In a different setting, we would throw that challenge flag.
No. Snap the... Yeah.
Jackson's rolling, and the ball was knocked away. That looked like the Madrid Mala maybe on that. I couldn't really see around the corner of the building here.
Meter was the one that stepped in front.
Meter stepped in front.
Mount Blue is getting... They're getting through the offensive line of the Blue Devils, but they are banana running. They need to go up and down that line of scrimmage. They're tucking themselves out. I mean, it's so easy to just go where they're at, but go where they're going.
Jackson is elusive, though. He knows
I know.
He's got some wheels, and he can get himself out of trouble. He's done it all day. Very impressed with his play today.
Yeah, that first half, I mean, I think Mount Blue was fortunate to go into the half at 6-0.
Yeah, yes. Looks like Lewiston is putting a lot of different players in there on the kickoff, so we may have to go to the charts here now. May see some new faces out there.
Mount Blue's still got their main...
Well, I think for Mount Blue, it's probably just a matter of, they want to get those. They haven't played for a couple weeks.
No.
They want to give those starters as many reps as they can.
This is Lewiston's third game.
Right.
Yeah.
And Cougars' second game, and they haven't played since Lawrence. And that seems like a long time ago. Kickoff's going to be straight up the field to Wrigley. Wrigley catches it on the bounce, goes to the right, comes back inside, and is going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Cougars going to have the ball with 4:08 left to go in the fourth quarter on their own 33-yard line. First down.
Yeah, Wrigley had a hard time finding a lane there. He started one, and then he's tall enough so he stands up and he's looking.
Yeah, he can kind of see the lanes develop because he is tall enough. You're absolutely right.
Sometimes he gets caught standing up, though.
He runs that way a little bit, too. He runs straight up. But he is shifty. Evan Downing in the backfield. He's going to take the handoff. And Evan Downing is going to carry the pile, pick up about 5 yards.
That's what we like.
That's what we like to see. You gain 5 yards of play, guess what? In 2 plays, you got a first down, you do it all over again.
I've said it before. What did Ray Caldwell say?
That's right.
3 yards of play, and I'll hand you a goal ball.
That's right. And Evan Downing's the type of runner that Ray would have loved because
just the unselfishness of him.
Jaden Meter there rolls out left, tries to make something happen.
Yeah.
Tried to get the ball out. Cody Hensler on the interception.
That was an athletic play by Cody. Just the presence of mind to see it as he's being. Good play. Meter trying to make something happen.
Click is going to come out as the quarterback. It looks like Allen's going to line up in the backfield beside him. Jackson might be done for the day. I don't know what his stats are today, but they've got to be big.
They're pretty good.
They've got to be big.
Karen's still in.
Karen is in the backfield with Click. We have Maynard and Campbell wide to the right. Allen is wide left. Shotgun. Click's going to take it, and he's going to keep it. He's going to keep it, and he's going to pick up about 3. It's going to be 2nd and 7. Hayden Durrell was trying to pull the ball out there as he went down. Smart play, but we got to make sure he goes to the ground.
field following today's contest. Spectators are also asked to help
Turnover would come in handy, and Lewiston is they're playing the clock now. They're just watching it run down. 2:49, 2:48 to go. Click still in the backfield with Karen. We have Abakar wide left, Allen wide right, Maynard in the slot. Hensler's the tight end to the right, and they're going to give it to Karen headed right. He's going to follow that tight end, and he is dragging Cougars. Just a tough run by Karen there. Jaden Meter was just along for the ride.
He was. Farmer had to come in and chop him down.
He is the type of runner that you can't grab him around the waist. You're going to have to take him out at the lower part of his body, get those arms wrapped around the legs, and bring him down. Because he is a very strong runner.
And I see he is out for a play.
Okay, Click still in the backfield. We have Randall now in there with Click, Maynard and Abakar wide left, Hensler and Allen wide right. Low snap, and Click's going to keep it. And Ben Nicholas on the stop in the middle of the field. Wayne Shaw for the Lewiston team had his helmet taken off, and he has to leave the field, so they'll have a substitute tackle in there.
Yeah, Ben just made a real good play on that. He came crashing down through. I don't know if we called him a pinch loop.
We are now under 1 minute to go in the fourth quarter.
Lewiston taking their time.
Yeah, they're playing the clock. He may watch that back judge to see what's happening for the time. And there's the snap. Click's going to keep it. And Click breaks away. And he's in the open, now headed to the sidelines, and he'll go out at about the 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 5. And
stops the clock. Well, Wrigley pushed him out. It was probably a touchdown saving push.
Right.
It seems like if any cutbacks and Mount Blue, everyone's trying to do, get to the ball, and they're getting burned on them cutbacks.
And they're starting the clock. And I don't even think Lewiston is going to snap it. They're not going to snap it, and that'll do it. That'll do it from Donru Field here at the Franklin Athletic Complex at Lewiston High School. Big day today for Lewiston. They came out to play hard. They did it, and they won.
Hey, Mount Blue hung in there for a half.
The young Cougars team, we saw a lot of improvement today, though. We saw a very strong effort, and that's what we can do. We just got to keep improving one play at a time, 1 minute at a time, and take those small victories, and it will come together. It's going to come together.
And Coach, I'll say it for both of us. Our heart goes out to Hayden Dipner and his family and the Mount Blue Cougars for that loss that he had to leave the field early.
Very well said, Coach. And we never want to see that happen. We wish all the best to Hayden and his family. We know it's tough, and he'll be back. Hopefully he's back for basketball season. He loves that sport. So, just a speedy recovery to him.
And thanks again for letting me fill in for
Coach
Smith.
It's always blast. Yeah. And
I don't know what I'm doing next week. I don't know if I'm in or out.
We'll make it happen. You're in no matter what. That's how it works. It's
been a great time, and I do thank Mount Blue TV and Origin for what they do, and it's pretty good community we got going.
Very much so.
Yep.
Great game, great video, and we're glad you tuned in to watch the game and listen to us ramble on here a little bit. And
And support for your Mount Blue Cougars.
We'll call it a day from Don Rue Field at Lewiston High School. Final score, Lewiston 27, Mount Blue 0. Thank you and have a great day.